doubt we're catching some rays this summer with all the sunshine on us, but sometimes we want to do that sun-kissed look without actually getting out in the sun. Houston Ward is a makeup artist extraordinaire. We have Missy, her lovely model, and we're talking about bronzer right off the bat. So is a bronzer a bronzer a bronzer? Do you find the right shade for your skin? How do you pick one, first of all?
So I always try and stick with a matte bronzer. I feel like the purpose of bronzer for me when I'm doing it on clients is to give them color and depth and definition to their face. So it really depends on your skin color. You know, if you're fair, you need something like just a super light, just a little bit darker than your skin color. I always do like 2 to 3 shades darker than your actual skin color.
Do you do that test here, or is that a different thing with bronzer?
I just kind of eyeball, and honestly, I kind of look at the chest and the arms, and I'll like take someone's arm, you know, my client's arm and chest, and kind of look at, usually we're darker here because we try and protect our skin from sun. So that's where I kind of pick up the color from and start there.
Okay, show me what you have. I see a Tarte palette here.
Yes,
I know you're a fan. I follow Houston on Instagram. I hear Tarte a lot.
Yes.
So what do you have here?
So this
it's not just one color. I thought
this is actually, I love how I just said I don't use matte. This is like shimmery. Whatever. I think you can go either way.
We can change our mind.
Yeah, you can go either way. This is just, you know, blushes and highlighters, but I specifically love this bronzer by Tarte. I don't even know the name of it. Tempo. I'll figure it out. But yeah. And then I just use, this is my favorite Bobbi Brown brush.
Okay, brush makes a difference?
Makes a huge difference.
Okay, so
huge difference. And I've never found any other brush better than this bronzer brush for this.
The Bobbi Brown bronzer brush.
Love it.
Best. Okay, all right.
You ready?
You loaded it up.
Loaded it up. And I usually will like load it up and then take it to my palm right here.
Okay.
And then turn your head a little. I start right here at the temple and just kind of press.
Okay.
And then take it to the cheek and then back.
Okay.
It's kind of where I first start.
So we don't take a bronzer and just go all over. You're going to kind of try to mimic where the sun would hit you?
Right, exactly. Mimic where the sun will hit you. So then I usually like start from the middle of the forehead and go up into the hairline.
Yeah, meet the hairline. Right?
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's like the sun actually gave her this, not makeup.
That's beautiful.
Not pretty?
Yeah, you can totally see it on that side. And it like lifts as well.
Exactly.
Missy has beautiful bone structure.
So she really does. Now turn this way. And then I take it to the jawline.
Okay.
And neck.
And blend to it.
And then I just kind of do the same on the other side.
Love.
Yes.
Okay, now when would you do the bronzer? You do like your concealer, your foundation first, and then?
Concealer, foundation, powder if you need it.
Okay.
And then I do bronzer.
Okay.
And I do it all the time, regardless of how much makeup I'm wearing that day or not.
Or regardless of what season we're in?
All season long. all season long.
All the days of the year you can do the bronzer.
Forever. I feel like it's the most underestimated beauty product out there.
So how long does a product like this last? Like what's the expiration date of like a blush or a bronzer or a powder makeup?
So some of these will have, like this says 12 months on the back of it. It'll have like a little thing right there. But I feel that powder lasts much longer than creams. Creams, I truly believe what it says on the back.
Okay.
24 months, 12 months, whatever, toss it. But powders, I feel like they can truly last a lot longer.
Okay.
Just because they're powder, and I feel like creams just get weirder.
Yeah, they get gunky. Clumpy. Yeah, gunky's the technical term for that. So when you do that, and then you're blending just with that brush, or do you use any other kind of blender? Or?
I just use this for bronzer specifically, and then if I was going to do blush, I would do a different brush for her blush right here on the apples. But this is made to just fit right on the cheekbones. It's perfect for the bronzer application on any face shape, honestly.
I love it. So yeah, you did the cheekbones, then you're just going to do apples for the blush.
I do take it on the cheek, but it's more of like this whole shelf right here, and then the blush just kind of goes on the apple.
What would you say, Houston, is your aesthetic when it comes to makeup? I love watching your videos, and even though I see a lot of similar colors and palettes, you always can create a different look. Is it kind of natural amplified, or what's your aesthetic?
That's a good way to put it. I like that. I usually feel like I look at the person, no matter how old they are, no matter what their style of makeup is, I look at them and I say, like, how can I make her look like the best version of herself? And you know, sometimes it's more makeup, sometimes it's less makeup, sometimes it's literally no eyeliner at all. It just kind of depends. I look at them and I try and get to know their personality before I just like start doing their makeup.
How can we find you and see your work?
So I'm on Instagram at Houston P. Ward, and then Google, Facebook.
Because you have a website.
I have a website, Houston Ward Makeup Artistry. No, hold on, sorry, I just changed it. No. HoustonWardMakeup.com.
HoustonWardMakeup.com. Yes. Okay, so you can do virtual appointments if we're still not comfortable getting together, right?
Virtual
How does that work?
So you can just email me. I have my email on my website, and I basically just set up a time and day where we call, FaceTime, and we can do it via Zoom or FaceTime, and I just have you write down a list of 10 questions that are most important to you, and then I just kind of knock them out.
When I watch your videos, I see you have really good light in your bathroom, and you have like a halo light or something.
A ring light.
Should we invest in that?
I feel like...
Doesn't that help you put it on the right way, not too dark?
I think that a ring light is better for people in my industry or maybe your industry for makeup, but I feel like if it's just getting ready for the day, a good mirror that has lights on it is fine in your bathroom, or just like if you have a window in your bathroom, just open up the blinds or whatever you have and let that natural light come in. That's the best way. I don't think a ring light is necessary for day to day.
So today's lesson is natural light, a good brush, and a good bronzer. All right.
That's right.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank
we'll
you.
find her on the gram, y'all. All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.